First, we should understand what is personal Kaikaku transformation. Okay, personal means yourself, individual. That is, we are talking about every individual who is attending this program. It's called personal. Kaikaku. What is Kaikaku is? Kaikaku is a radical transformation, radical improvement. We can call it as a Kaikaku. So that's a Japanese word. Most of you must be knowing the name of Kaizen. Kaizen is small improvement. Kaizen. Small improvement is called Kaizen. Kaikaku is called radical improvement. For a simple example of Kaikaku is mobile phones. If you see earlier mobile phone, we had keypad technology. Now the mobile phones are with touchscreen technology. That means that was a transformation from keypad to touchscreen is radical because change is different. Change is what? Only a small change like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That is a keypad earlier phones will have. Later BlackBerry came and QWERTY keyboard came. And this is a small change. Whereas Kaikaku is a radical improvement. All the keys were removed and touchscreen came. So that is the improvement. It's called a radical improvement, change, sudden change, huge change. What is transformation? Transformation is a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. So when you see a caterpillar, we do not know whether it is going to be a worm or butterfly. But because of its life cycle, within few weeks, it will become as a butterfly and a beautiful bird, it will emerge from the cocoon. Okay. So when you say personal, that is talking about yourself, Kaikaku, that is radical, transformation is changing from caterpillar to butterfly. Like that, you have to change. That means a butterfly can never become a caterpillar. That is the difference between a change and a transformation. Change is influenced by the external factors. Like suppose if you are in a exam hall, okay, and if you are transformed properly, then what will happen is whether you have invigilator or not, you will write seeing your question paper and your answer book only. But if the person is not available, you are looking at other person's answer sheet and writing it. That's because it is influence of the external factor. If you have invigilator, then you don't look at the other person copy. If the person is not available, then you will go back to your new normal. That means copying from the neighbor. So that is not a good change because that is change is only temporary phenomena. Whereas the transformation is a permanent phenomena. Once you transform yourself, it will not be possible for you to come back. Why I want all of you to change from personal Kaikaku transformation, because now you might have seen a lot of my programs, or you might have attended some of the programs, or you can still see it my YouTube videos and all. There is a huge opportunity is coming for India. The huge business opportunity, huge employment opportunity. So many things are going to come. So all the multinationals, whether you like it or not, going to have operations working from India. So whether you are going to be part of that as an employee or as a businessman or as a supplier or as a vendor, you are going to deal with them or not, you have to decide. Okay. So unless otherwise you have a radical improvement, it will not be possible for you to perform with respect to the multinational companies. Because most of the time, all the people are thinking that we are comparing ourselves with a person maybe from Bangalore, maybe from Hyderabad, maybe from Bombay, maybe from Calcutta, maybe from Delhi. Now the competition is no more within India. The competition is across the globe, even for the freshers. So what happens is today I want a highly effective and efficient people only I would like to recruit, because my investment cost I would like to keep it as minimum as possible without affecting my productivity. In that case, what I'll do, I will go for the best material. I don't mind paying more, but I will go for the best material. If that best material is not available within India, I don't mind getting it from outside India. Okay, so that is going to happen. So you may lose an opportunity to be an employee, or you may lose an opportunity to be a supplier also. Hence, I would recommend all of you to have a personal Kaikaku transformation yourself. I am going to teach you how to transform. Okay, so many times the youngsters thinks that, oh, we are too busy, we don't want to improve ourselves, we think that whatever we are doing is right. See, the professors, teachers, elders, they talk because they have seen all such things earlier. Okay, the Great Depression, you can see there's so many things we have seen it, and we know that. But what do you think that Google is available? We can see it from the Google. I can learn everything from Google. Please, please, please remember, Google is collection of information like a library. It is not going to give you knowledge. Only your professors, your teacher, your father, your mother, your uncle, and elders in your family can only teach you and give you the wisdom. So don't think that I am going to learn everything from Google. I don't need anyone. If you think that I don't need anybody and you say that no thanks, you are like this to tribal person saying that we are busy and we don't want. But what they are doing it using a rectangular wheel for a cart and struggling to pull it. Like that you will have it in your life. Okay. So most of the times we say that no, I would like to do what I love only. This is a common issue everyone will have. That means I want to work what I want to work only. I would recommend love what you do. You may not get what you want. Sometimes you get what you want. Sometimes you may not get what you want. Later you may get what you want. No idea, because the world is so uncertain. So do what you love is the best option. If you are able to get it, excellent. If you are not getting it, love what you do is the most important. So whatever you are doing it, if you start loving it, you will learn a lot. Even for this example, this program is going to be for 1 hour. If you love learning, if you love to improve yourself, because neither me nor any one of us or the elders are interested in developing ourselves. Okay, we are sharing our experience, we are sharing our knowledge. It is just like a juice out of our 35 years experience. I'm giving it in 1 hour. It's up to you. So if you love what you are doing, then you will take a note of it and you will implement, and you will tell to me after 2 3 years, sir, I practiced what you said and I got benefited. That's enough. I'm not asking money from any one of you. Okay. So most important thing is personal Kaikaku transformation. No change. Personal Kaikaku transformation means if you transform, there will no be going back to the original position of yours. So if you see it, approximately around 21 arrows are there in this target. Okay. Is it effective, or this is effective? See, if you use 21 arrows and hitting only 3 arrows in the bull means this is the bull, the center portion. So here if you see it, maybe 1, 2 and yeah, 1, 2 only got into the bull, but to outer circle, not in the inner circle of the bull. So, but if you see 21 arrows hitting it, whereas here 3 pierced into the center point itself. So this is called the effectiveness. That means using less resources, achieving the result is called the effectiveness. And once you achieve the effectiveness, you can improve the efficiency. Okay. So both effectiveness is important, efficiency is important. So today what most of the people are doing it, we are working lot of work, we are doing a lot of activities, which is inefficient like this, or ineffective like this. You are putting so many arrows and you may get tired of so many arrows, and you may not get achieving the result, and you get frustrated. Whereas if you think, if you focus, if you plan, and you shoot an arrow, it will exactly hit it at the thing. So that's what we are going to discuss today. So either you want to be ineffective person or you want to be effective person, its choice is yours. But the methodology of being an effective, we are going to teach. So effective is focus on goals and do right things. That is the termination or the definition what we give. Is doing right things and to right results. Whereas efficiency is optimizing. Okay, 5 arrows we shot, out of which only 1 arrow is hitting the bull. The other 4 arrow, it's waste. Okay, so what? So you have to practice it, and you hit a bull instead of 5 arrows, 1 arrow hitting a bull. You have to go for the upgrade yourself to the by practicing by 4 arrows hitting 1 arrow in a bull, then 3 arrow hitting that in one in bull, and 2 arrows one hitting a bull, and finally you will come to a situation 1 arrow sitting at the bull. Okay, when you are hitting at the bull 1 arrow, and further you can optimize it further. What you can do, you can fine tune it. Instead of the whole center, it go to the center point of the circle. Okay, so if you put it on x-axis, y-axis, efficiency and effectiveness, only this top where efficiency is also high and effectiveness is also high, only you can exist. I'm not saying that you will be super duper. You will exist. If your efficiency is good, if your effectiveness is good, you will exist. Sorry, you will exist in this dynamic market scenario. Okay, so that is the reason I'm saying it. You have to improve both your effectiveness and efficiency on it. Now, what is personal Kaikaku transformation? Many times people say that, no, I would like to improve my physique. Then the people go for a gym, or if it is a girl, say I will go for a walking, or I will go for a jogging, I'll do skipping. All these things you'll be doing it. But just check it out. Are you interested in whole body development? Are you interested in increasing only part of your arms? That means you want to increase only biceps of your arm. Dumbbells will help you out. You can do your dumbbells continuously and your biceps will go very big and it will be very good, very strong also. Just imagine you have only strong biceps and the entire body is weak. Does it look good? That is a mistake what most of us are doing. So that is the reason people are developing themselves only in particular area. Somebody wants to be, I am very good in design. I will like to be a design engineer alone. I don't want to waste my time on anything else. Those people called introverts. Those introverts, what happens is, introverts are respected still, even though they are respected. Once they achieve the success, introvert is successful and they respect him. But to achieve success, introvert is not an option. If you are introvert, you cannot achieve success very fast. So you need to be, I'm not saying that you need to be extrovert, but you need to network, you need to mingle, you need to express your ideas, you need to talk, you need to get things done from different people. But most of the time, what we think is maybe because of the single parent, and maybe because we all are staying separately along with father, mother only, and you talk to only few people of your liking who match your frequency, and you think that. But finally what happens when you go to an office or when you are interacting with a supplier or a buyer, when a supplier or a buyer reject you, you feel humiliated, you feel dejected. Similarly, when you are going for an interview, somebody is saying rejecting you, then you say that, oh, I'm useless, this person has rejected me, because you never faced rejections. Okay, the reason is you are increased only your biceps. Biceps alone will not help you. So that's the reason I recommend all-round development. So all-round development is 360-degree transformation. So I have my organization called 360-degree transformation, which is working on all 360-degree transformation. So there are many methods and systems for it. And today we are going to talk, and next 6 weeks or 8 weeks, total 9 weeks it will be, I'll be talking of each segment of this donut. each segment of this donut I am going to talk. In this segment, today we are going to talk about personality development or personal qualities. So I will tell only the importance of personality development, personal qualities importance. Okay. Similarly, I will talk for all the things. So all these 9 contributes to 360-degree transformation according to my experience, which I have used it and I have trained many of my engineers in my many organizations, and I saw the benefit, everyone got it also. Okay. So since we are going around the body development, it is called as 360-degree transformation. So this curve I will tell you later. Okay, this here it is 360 degrees, you have it. That's how this is put over there. Okay. First and foremost thing, what we need to do to hit at the bull. Very simple. I am not going to tell you you have to read this book, or I am not going to tell you you have to equip this. I am going to tell you very, very simple methods. Simple methods which can be easily applicable or you can apply it in your day-to-day life. I am going to prove to you next in 1 minute by just changing your thinking. Just by changing your thinking, you can improve your life. Yes, you heard it properly. By changing your thinking, you can improve your life. I'm going to tell you how. You just change your thinking. The moment you change your thinking, your attitude changes. The moment your attitude changes, it improves your actions. So your actions will change. Once your action changes, it becomes your habit, because 48 days, if you continue any of the action, that action will become your habit. Once it becomes your habit, it becomes your personality. Okay. Once it becomes personality, it gives you a new destiny. Okay. Once your destiny is improved, your life is improved. So what happens is, just by changing your thinking, your life can be improved. I will give a small example for this. Like, you are not into the habit of getting up early in the morning, because you got used to get up at around 7:45, 7:30 and brush, take a bath and have a small breakfast and run or take a bike or take a bus to your college, get into college at 8:45, 9 o'clock. That may be your so long. It may be your way of living. Okay. I don't call it as a living, I call it as a existence. So long you existed like this. But I would recommend you to get up early in the morning. Early in the morning means 4 o'clock, 4:30. I would recommend you to take it at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock you get up, freshen up everything. By 4:30 you are up and ready. If whether you are going to college or not, whoever wants to come up in your life, okay, I would sincerely recommend getting up early in the morning. The reason also I'll tell you. Because if you get up early in the morning, what happens is you have a lot of oxygen in the surrounding air. When you have a lot of oxygen, every time when you inhale, more amount of oxygen goes into your body. More amount of oxygen goes, whatever the amount of oxygen goes into your body, 60 to 65% oxygen goes to your brain. More amount of oxygen goes to your brain will be very active. When the brain is very active, it can learn a lot of things. Very tough things you can learn. Your mind can think a lot. Okay. So that is the reason I would recommend you to go and get up early in the morning at 4 o'clock. You try it. I'm not saying it. You try it for 48 days and it will become your action and it becomes your habit. Okay. But for that, you need to change your attitude. Change your attitude means I am going to improve not for Kumar sir, not for anybody. I am going to improve for myself. You are not going to improve for your father, mother, brother, sister, uncle, or your professor. You are going to improve for yourself. Why? The situation, your existence is going to be questioned. Your existence in this world is going to be questioned. When this is going to be questioned within India, where is the question of existence outside India itself? You have seen it now, what Trump has told, H1B visa is permanently cancelled. Every country want to protect their people. So you will not be getting a lot of opportunity like that. So what will happen? And if you are not improving yourself, you lose the opportunity available within the India also. You may get a job, of say 12,000, 10,000, 7,000, 9,000, and if you are happy with that, it is okay. But I am not saying that. I would recommend, if you change your thinking, your life will change. And it is proven, and you try it out. You try it out sincerely, to be honest to yourself. Try it out for 52 days, and then write to me. My mail ID is available. You can write to me as it changed or not. Definitely, I can assure you, 90% of the people might have changed. Why 10% may not change? 10% may not have the commitment to the attitude what they developed. Okay, I will just want to prove that Dr. Kumar is wrong. In that case, I cannot, because by proving Dr. Kumar is wrong, you are going to gain nothing. I am not going to gain anything. You are going to lose your life. Okay, that's the reason I'm saying it. Okay, we am going to talk about transformation, Kaikaku transformation in brain, and talking about brain and which way it connected to your personal transformation. Everything is controlled by your brain. I'm going to prove to you everything, whatever you are thinking, whatever you are doing, whatever you are behaving, everything is controlled by brain. And you think that, funny part of it, you think that you control your brain. I will tell the reality. Your brain controls you. You are actually a simple slave to your brain. Whatever brain says, you will carry out without even thinking. Nowadays, hotels are not available. But many times you might have seen yourself. When you go and want to eat masala dosa, okay, you enter to a hotel and you go and sit. The moment you want to order masala dosa, you are looking at the table nearby and you are seeing somebody is served with hot pongal and crispy vada. Then, unknowingly, you will order to the server pongal and vada. What? What you thought? You want to eat masala dosa, but what you ordered, pongal and vada. You may have it one more masala dosa, that is different. But who changed the decision of your eating masala dosa? Your brain. And you think that you control your brain. But we have to talk about brain when doing a transformation program, because we are not going to talk about your past performance. We are not going to talk about what are the systems and methods you followed earlier. I am going to, the transformation method of my methodology is more on brain management, more on strategies, how to apply it and how to improve yourself. Okay. So it is 100% only with your brain. Okay. Now I will tell some interesting facts about brain. To your surprise, around 10 to 12 years itself, your brain development over. 10 to 12 years itself, your brain development is over. That means almost all, except Jayashree, if she is attending the program today, she is maybe around 11 years or 10-year-old little girl who is attending my program regularly, irrespective of the topic. I'm really appreciating her. So, except her, most of you definitely above 12 years old. Okay, so your development of your brain over at the age of 10 to 12 years itself. And it is not Dr. P.S. Kumar's version, it is according to Harvard University. Okay, and your everything, human brain development, language, vision, hearing, higher cognitive function, all these things get over before you come around 6-7 years itself. 6-7 years itself. And all of you will have the brain of approximately 1320 grams, 1330 to 1350 grams. Okay, so up to 5 years or 6 years, your brain growth is slow. After that, it is rapid. Here you have seen it. Again, it very rapidly it will grow only up to 10. After that, it stops. So I am going to use your brain, which I am not going to develop it now, because your brain is already fully developed. But only thing I am going to tell you how to use your brain. Okay. So why I took the data from Harvard University? Because if I throw this figure, you may not believe it. Okay. That's the reason I took the data from Harvard University. So This was a complete research done by them, so you will believe it. Okay. Now, you know very well, there are three portions of your brain or mind. Mind is nothing but brain. It is mind existence in a living functional brain. Living functional brain in the sense is, if somebody is passed away, the brain is available, the mind will not be there. Correct? So it is not living. Somebody is in coma, okay? Brain is there, mind is not there, okay? So mind will be available only when it is living as well as functioning, your thoughts. For our easy understanding, hereafter we need not confuse with the word of brain or mind. For us, we will keep both brain and mind same understanding, same meaning itself. So if your mind, if you take it, there are three components of your mind. One is called conscious mind. The second one is called subconscious mind. Third one is unconscious mind. But most of the time, we think that my conscious mind is only 10% of 1330 grams. That means 133 grams only. 133 grams only your conscious mind. On that, according to some research, 6 to 7% only some people are using. If you are using more than 7 to 8%, then you are supposed to be a super genius. Okay, that means 133 grams, 6 to 7%, less than 7 grams or 9 grams you are using out of 1330 grams. And we say that we are using it efficiently. We are not using efficiently. We are not using effectively. So I am going to work on you how to improve your subconscious mind, which has a huge potential. Second, I am going to tell you how to improve on your unconscious mind. Okay. Why these are not taught in the college? Why these are not taught in the classes? Because it is expected that you know all these things. And many people will say that, no, this and all basics, you should know it. But many times we don't study the basics because we think that it is a, what do you call, medical subject. We don't have to study the medical subject. So because I'm a computer engineer, I'm a chemical engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm an electronics and instrumentation engineer, I am an electronics and communication engineer, or I'm an electrical engineer, or a civil engineer, or a structural engineer, or I'm an architect. Like that, we have thinking like this. Or I'm an art student. I have to study about science. I have to study about physics. I have to study about chemistry. Like that, we are saying biology, which is talking about your brain. And today, I am telling you, I don't know how many times I have repeated, 65% of the job exists today will not be there after 5 years. 65% of the job exists today will not be there after 5 years. And all the new jobs are going to come with respect to creativity. Creativity, machine cannot think, whereas you can think. So all the jobs in future is going to be how you are using your brain. So that's the reason I am talking with the using of your brain. The third portion is unconscious mind. Unconscious mind will be around 30 to 40% of it. Okay. Now, to make it very easy to understand that, if you have an old computer, desktop computer at your home, and you want to upgrade your computer by changing mouse and monitor, will it get upgraded? No. That is just like changing your conscious mind. Or change the RAM, read access memory, that also it will not improve the overall performance of your desktop computer. So that is just like changing your conscious mind. Most of the time we do that only. Whatever we study for exams, unless otherwise, like what I told you, do what you love. Okay, you are studying for exams. In that case, what you do, you remember only on that day. So what will happen is you will be talking or only reproducing it through your capability of remembering, and you will get a score. But if you want to apply it, you are not getting the correct examples. So what happens? You are not employable, or you are not accepted as a learned person. Okay, that is a mistake. So if you do the job with love, you might have studied, like you might have talked to many of your elders. Those people, they might have studied engineering long time back, but they are very good in the basics. They know the fundamentals. because they don't study for exams. They may not have scored like 85%, 90%. They might have scored 60, 40, 50 above pass. That's okay. But what happened is they have the knowledge because the masters were very good. They were teaching it and they didn't have a pressure on scoring marks, because evaluation of an engineer is not based on marks what you get. Evaluation engineer is based on the application of what you learned. Okay, you try it. Many people join in big companies, and after 6 months, that fellow will be sent out of the organization. Why? Because even though he got a very good score, he has not performed when it comes application. Whereas the same college, some of his classmates who has not done very well in the academic might have studied and might have performed well, and continuing in that company might have got promotion also. What is the reason? You know how to apply it. So academic, unless otherwise academic knowledge, you know how to apply it, you will not be successful. Okay. Now coming to the conscious mind. So by changing RAM or by mouse and monitor, your computer performance will not get increased. So what you need to increase it? You need to increase your CPU, your hard disk. All these things you have to change it substantial. You have only 256 GB hard disk. Now you are changing with 2 TB hard disk. Okay, your huge capacities available. So the speed, Intel's processor you are adding up, all these things. But even then it will not improve, because you have changed only the mouse, you have changed the monitor, you have changed the RAM, you have changed the what do you call hard disk, you change the programs, correct? But if you do all these things and you are operating at Windows maybe around 1990 or 1994, what is the performance you will get it? So the most important thing is operating system has to be upgraded. Office 365 to be loaded. Then only the performance will increase. So for improving your mind like a computer, you need to improve conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Even if you forget or you are ignoring to improve the unconscious mind, whatever effort you are putting, you will not get benefit. That's the reason I'm saying it. You have to improve hard disk, RAM, operating system, monitor, mouse, all these things you have to. Then only your system will get upgraded. Similarly, you can upgrade yourself only by changing all your conscious mind, subconscious mind, and unconscious mind. Okay. Now, first foremost thing, why when you are changing from conscious mind to subconscious mind, you will have a critical factor. You have to penetrate that critical factor, because this conscious mind thinks that it is more knowledgeable. It thinks that it can question. So it will ask you why, who, what benefit, what is it for me? All these stupid questions it will keep on asking. So you have to penetrate it, keep it yourself away, and I am going to develop myself. I will simply follow, because I know and it was proved to me that by changing my thinking, my attitude changes. By changing my attitude, my action changes. By changing my action, my habit is changing. By changing my habit, my personality changes. By changing my personality, my destiny changes. By changing my destiny, my life is going to get changed. So you simply keep quiet, and that's the reason we call mind talking. So you have to talk to your mind, you have to penetrate, that is through hypnosis. Hypnosis is methodology, many people use it. Okay, now we will be talking more about self-hypnosis or auto-suggestion. So many techniques are available. I'm not going to talk more details on that. But what I am trying to impress on you guys is your conscious mind will not help you to transform. Conscious mind is only a temporary memory. Your subconscious mind and unconscious mind you have to change. For that, it is not a simple process. It will take time. It may take, depending upon your seriousness, it is depending upon your commitment to the commitment. It may take sometimes 6 months, it may take 1 year, it may take 1.5 years. But if you are practicing sincerely, okay. So what we are going to see it is, what is Kaikaku? I told you, like, no, if I want to, there is a Japanese methodology of thinking. So Kaizen is a small improvement. You see the screen. The small improvement, small step improvement. So if I want to achieve the growth of this over a period of maybe 5 years, I will do this. So it is evolutionary. Evolutionary means small steps I will be doing it. So this is called a thing. Whereas Kaikaku is a radical improvement. So I would recommend Kaizen plus Kaikaku. Kaizen plus Kaikaku. Kaizen plus Kaikaku. Kaizen plus Kaikaku. You see, almost huge development has took place just by using combination of Kaizen and Kaikaku. Okay. So when you know that this is how you have to improve, there is no point in wasting your time like this. You have to jump over here. But when you want to jump over here, it has transformed in every phase. No, you should know what are the requirements of this position, and you have to enhance and increase your capabilities to that level so that you can try to become this. There is a possibility you may not, but you will come here. But you have saved 6 steps in between. Correct? Otherwise, you will be wasting your time over that. So this is called Kaizen plus Kaikaku. Because after doing this also, again you have to consistently you have to achieve the results. No? So you have to make small progress. Again you have to go for a leap. Again small progress. Again leap. Like this you should do. So this is how the Kaizen plus Kaikaku transformation has to take place. Why I am talking about VUCA world? VUCA world must be knowing about it. Buzzword in the industry. Many people may be knowing it. Some people may not be knowing it. VUCA is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambitious. Okay, not ambitious, ambiguous. So what happens is we do not know what is going to happen tomorrow. Like currently, what we are living, Corona. Okay, we never expected 3 months, 3.5 months before we will be like this. But today, what is the thing? Because it is totally uncertain. It's volatile. We do not know how many people are dying, how this is happening. It is so complex. How to control it, we do not know. So it is really a VUCA world. It is the same way in business also. Today, suddenly government takes the decisions. Some things are changing over. Preferences are changing. Countries are taking some sides of each country. So the business scenario is going to get affected severely. Many people will lose the job. Many people will get a job. Many people will get a foreign assignment. Many people will not get a local assignment. You have to suddenly work for something else. Your function may change. Your department change. Your existence is going to be questioned. So many things are so complex. That is the reason changing dynamic scenario. It is a dynamic scenario now. So as I told you, you have to become a butterfly. That means once you decide to change, you have to undergo the pain of coming out of this comfortable place. No, this is cocoon. It's very comfortable. You can stay inside. But if you stay inside, you can remain as a caterpillar, correct? But if you want to fly, you want to see the world from a little height, and you can move around without anybody's support, help, and you can fly. That's capability you have. But if you think that no, I would remain to be a caterpillar, choice is yours. But if you want, you must fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. You should be ready to leave yourself that being a caterpillar, then only you can become a butterfly. Okay. So what is personal transformation? That means radical improvement, which I told you. This means becoming very aware of the internal process happening in your mind. What are the processes are happening in my mind? I can change my thinking. My thinking can be controlled by me by controlling my unconscious mind, subconscious mind, and conscious mind. So I will practice on that. Like this, you will be talking it. And developing new habits. How the habits will come? Changing the attitude, the action changes. Once you continue these actions for 52 days, why I'm saying 52 days, 48 days is sufficient. But there is sometimes you may miss it here and there. So 52 days I'm taking it. If you do 52 days, okay, it becomes a new habit that will help you to create and helps you to achieve your goals properly. You need to create a clear plan how to get over there. Okay, I want to achieve this so much within this much period. So what I am going to do, everything I have to write it. Many times we think that we don't write it. Nowadays, many of the youngsters, I'm seeing most of the people, they are using only the smartphone to write anything. When you are writing in a smartphone, what happens? You may not store it, you may not keep it. But if you write it in your notebook, you can see it. You can see it what you wrote. I'm telling you, if you are not writing it in a piece of paper, then it is just as good as having a dream. Dream will never happen, whereas your action plan will happen. Moment you write your transformation plan, then what will happen? You will say that, oh, within this 6 months, I may not be able to achieve. Okay, I may need 8 months. Either I have a chance of doing it in 8 months, or I have to do it in 6 months. So I cannot do it, wait for 8 months, so I have to do it in 6 months. The only option is increase the number of hours. So instead of spending 2 hours, I'll spend 4 hours. I will try to reduce it in 4 months. Yeah, that is also possible. So like that, you have to work on it. So when you prepare a plan, then only you can gauge your success with respect to commitment what you are giving it. So knowledge without transformation is not a wisdom. Okay. So many times we think that I know everything. That's exactly the same. But if you know everything, but you do not know how to apply it, okay, then it is not a wisdom at all. Okay, that's only a talent. I will come to that later. First and foremost thing is get out of your comfort zone. And today, this we are going to talk in detail, comfort zone, because whatever is comfort, okay, 98% of the people live in comfort zone and die there. People who were moved out of comfort zone, they saw the magic. Okay, you are very comfortable. Suppose your father is giving you money, your mother is taking care of you with all food, and you need not do anything, and you are very comfortable. That means that is your dying bed. I'm repeating it. If your father is taking care of you, your mother is giving all necessary food, or your employer keeps you very happy, and you think that your employer is going to provide you all the facilities and benefits lifelong, and I don't want to say that you are you are living in an illusion world, because employer will swap people, employer will change the company, employer will sell the company. He simply doesn't care about the individuals. Okay, people oriented organizations are very few in India now. Okay, now they are only profit focused. So if you are getting a business, and if somebody says that somebody became a new managing director, somebody bought your company, and he suddenly became a managing director, and that's why he says that number of people is more, so reduce 30%. Straight away 30% of people will be sent out. There is a possibility you may be one of them. In that case, what you have other eye? If you are in purchase, or if you are in sourcing, or if you are in sales, or in marketing, or design, or you are into production, you know only that for the last 10 years, 15 years. Suddenly you are sent out of the organization. What you will do? How you, everything appears to be new. Getting a job is very difficult, because the skill set what the people want is what you have does not match. So the moment you are feeling comfortable, think that this is your deathbed. So you have to move out of your comfort zone. For moving out of your comfort zone, many obstacles will be there. Now we are going to see that, how it is going to be there. So it may be heartbreaking. Okay, don't worry about it, because you are preparing yourself for a better future. So you don't worry about that. You are not going to die. Okay, but you are going to undergo some severe learning process, which you are troubling yourself and you are forcing yourself to learn. That's good. By learning, you are going to improve. By not learning, you are going to decrease or disease, or you are going to die soon. So by learning, you are going to improve. So better you go for a better learning. So this is the comfort zone. So many people say that, sir, I don't want to move out of my comfort zone. I'm extremely happy. That's the reason I put this cartoon here. You will get kicked out. Sometimes what will happen is, I do not know how many of you will believe me. Whoever knows me very well, they will tell me, whenever I feel that I am in a comfort zone, I will ask someone to give a kick at the back. Yes, they will ask someone to move me out of it. Nowadays, I am doing it on my own. That means I will immediately jump out of the comfort zone. Why I want to jump out of the comfort zone? The moment I jump out of my comfort zone, I am going to get a lot of benefits. But I think that I am inside the comfort zone, my life is going to be doomed. Okay. So now we are going to see the 4 zones. This is a comfort zone. When you want to come out of this comfort zone, first and foremost thing is called fear zone. This fear zone is going to ask you so many questions. Fear of failure, fear of rejections, and giving lot of excuses, justifying why you have to be in the comfort zone. All these barriers will be there. The moment you cross all these barriers and push yourself out of this fear zone, you will enter into knowledge zone. In this knowledge zone, what happens is you will learn so many things, new things. Like today, I'm talking about most of you are engineers. When you are coming to, if you come out of your comfort zone, then you look out what are the things are there. You come out of your fear zone. Now you come to the knowledge zone. Now we will be seeing it Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0, IIoT, Industrial Instrumentation, Internet of Things, IIoT, or artificial intelligence, or additive manufacturing, or augmented reality, or you talk about advanced simulations, autonomous robots. So many topics are coming in Industry 4.0, and you don't know anything about that. So what will happen? This knowledge center will tell you these are the things that are needed. So you have to equip yourself to get into a good organization. So this knowledge center. Once you pick up this knowledges, no, then you are into the growth path. Okay. So that is expressed over here. So the comfort zone, you want to get out of this, you will get into the fear zone. And once you get out of the fear zone, you will get into the learning zone. Once you get out of the learning zone, you will get into the growth zone. Okay. So that is how you will be improving it. Okay. So now I'm going to talk again on brain. Brain basically has only 2 slides about brain because this is very, very important. Everyone must know about it. Brain has 3 main portions. One is called stem. This is called stem. This is brain stem, and cerebellum, cerebrum. Okay, and this cerebrum is at the bottom of your brain, which you saw it on the, which you saw it here. This is cerebrum. Okay, and cerebellum will have 4 lobes, which you are going to see it next. Okay, so these are the, now everything is interconnected. Everything is interconnected. Okay, so here if you see it, these 4 lobes, frontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal lobes, all forms cerebellum. Okay, so this is deciding most of your actions. Okay, so here these are the reasons, like decision making, language, planning, and if you say taste, touch, movement with the parietal lobe. Okay, all these things are happening. Okay, so by improving this portion, most of this portion, we are going to improve our lot of things. That's what we see it in the earlier slides. Okay. So when you want to have a personal transformation, do you want to have the personal transformation? Because how you can have a personal transformation? That means changing your personality. How to change your personality? Changing the characteristics of you. What is the characteristics? Many times you are told wrongly, character is born with you. It was 100% wrong. Earlier, it was believed that character is born within you. Okay. Now, character is not born. This is a quality which can be developed provided you know how to control your brain. Okay. What is the character and what is the talent? There is a confusion will come. A talent is a thing like Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar has a very good talent. Okay, comparing to other cricketers in the world. That's the reason the people call him as a god of cricket. So he has a very good talent, but the talent will help you to take to that position at that level. But why he is called as god of cricket? Is it because of his scoring? People have almost crossed all the records made by him, but still the people call him as god of cricket. What is the reason? Because his character was different. He built his character on his own. Like how many times you might have seen, Sachin might have felt the ball, or I blocked, or I got out. In that case, without even waiting for the umpire's decision, he will walk out. Many people, whether it is a World Cup, whether it is a ordinary IPL match, any matches, if whenever Sachin is playing, the moment Sachin feels himself that I got out, he will not wait for the umpire's decision. He will move out automatically. That's the character of the individual. That is the reason people respect him. Correct? Many people, whether India is in a winning position or losing position, he doesn't care. He simply says that I don't want to lose my character. But many times what we do is we compromise our character in our day-to-day life. Why we compromise? Because for the temporary benefit what we are likely to get. But now it is not going to be. Because the moment you compromise your for the temporary benefit your character is lost. You know it. I will give one small example. One of the salesperson, I know him, he was continuously used to protect his company by giving a lot of lies, saying that no, this is not happening. Oh, raw material has not come. The processing is not happening because the heat treatment was not done. All this he will be keep on telling. But why he was bluffing all these things? He thinks that he can save the company by giving a bluff to all the people. After a few years, what happened? The company, everyone in the company started telling him he is a liar. Within the same company, he wanted to protect his manufacturing team. He wanted to protect his design team. He wanted to cover up the inefficiency of their testing department. He wanted to cover up the inefficiency of the sourcing department. So he used to give a different lies to the people, convince the customers also. But finally, what happened? The people whom he wanted to protect, they started calling him as a liar. Why? Because he was lying it, correct? But if you talk, no, my purchase department has not ordered it on time. That means you are exhibiting your department or your company's inefficiency to the customer. But finally, what happened is your company name got a good name, but you got a bad name. So that salesperson got a bad name. Okay. So that is how you build characters. Okay. But what happens later, when this person is talking to somebody, people will not accept him. Oh, because generally people know him. Oh, so and so normally will tell a lie. So we need not take him 100% serious. You lied for protecting company and it becomes your character. You lied to protect your friend, but finally what happened? It becomes your character. People will not believe you. So that is a mistake. So the personality and the personal character can be built only by you. And once you have good characters, and one more example I'll tell you, honesty. Honesty is not when everybody is looking at being honest. When everybody is looking at you, being honest is not honesty. When nobody is looking at you, you behave automatically honestly, then you are a honest person. Correct? When you are walking on the road and you find some wallet, okay, you open up the wallet, you find the number, immediately without any questions, your phone dial the number which is available on the visiting card of the wallet and calls that person. Nobody has seen you. Nobody has seen you taking the wallet. But what you are doing immediately, you are calling that person. And after cross verification, if that person is the same person, checking out what are the details available inside, what you have kept it inside, giving the wallet without even seeing how many money available, all these things, that is a honest person. Many people can become honest people later also, like great sage Valmiki. He was a thief. He became a sage. How he became a sage? Because he thought that building a character is very important. He changed himself. He became a great sage. Okay. Similarly, for building a personality, 5 important things are needed. It is called ocean. 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 That's the starting name of that words what I'm going to talk. Okay. The quality of being willing to accept new ideas or people, okay, is called openness. The quality of wishing to do one's work duty well thoroughly is called consciousness. Conscientiousness. It is not consciousness. Conscientiousness. Okay, that is you will be perfect. You will write down. You have commitments. That commitment, you stick on to the commitment. You feel for it. You do it in a most passionable way. That is this quality. So that is O stands for openness, C for this. And the quality of someone enjoys being around, extrovert. Okay, extraversion. So with being with many people. So that's the reason I'm saying that being an introvert, you are not going to exist tomorrow. You have to be extroversion. Okay, so you need to be an extrovert. So that is called extroversion. The quality of being kind, sympathetic, cooperative, warm, and considerate is called agreeableness. That means somebody is giving some suggestions. You are, what is the meaning of agreeableness? You agree to the ideas, you accept the ideas, you appreciate those people, you get along with the people, correct? Otherwise, you always pick up a fight. Okay, so then it is not. So OCEAN is neuroticism. What is this neuroticism? Is the quality, like what I explained to you here, the quality to respond to your feeling, emotional intelligence. Okay, you should know how to handle your anxiety, worry, fear, anger, and also handle other person's emotions also. Okay, that is called neuroticism. Okay, so these 5, if you improve, your personality can be improved. This is called traits. Okay, 5 big personality traits. So your personal development comes. As I told you, please, tonight you have listened to me. Tonight you prepare your personal development notebook. Write down what are things. Because what I am going to tell you now onwards, unless otherwise you practice it, you may not achieve what you got. Okay. First, you need to change your attitude, and you have to change your direction. That gives you proper direction, and continue that work with the passion. Passion is desire, burning desire. You should have. You want to become a electronics and communication engineer. Today, electronics and communication engineer, if you don't know anything about mechanical engineering, he is fit for nothing. He should know about all subjects. Earlier, it was not like that. Today, it is not like that. So you should know in detail about every subject. So you may not be knowing it 100%, but you should know basics of that. You have not studied, equip yourself. You cannot exist because it is not going to be knowledge silos. Engineering world is going to be not knowledge silos. Okay, so your transformation is a gradual process. As I told you, it will take some 9 months to 18 months depending upon the things. So every day you have to do it. You have to take a small step. That's the reason I told you Kaizen plus Kaikaku. Okay, takes time and it is not linear. You have to be linear in the sense is going like this. You have to go like this. And that's what I told you. Correct? That is how you have to achieve it. Because otherwise somebody will steal your job. Somebody will throw you out of your company. Okay. So you need to have your clear goals and what are the steps you have to work on it. You have to write down and perfect it and then you have to grow. Okay. So many times earlier people thought that intelligence is ability to express, or a person who can handle max is called intelligence. Now there are 10 types of intelligence. Many of you know about 9 types of intelligence. I added one more intelligence called pedagogical intelligence. Pedagogical intelligence is ability to convey the knowledge or skills to others. That is going to be very, very costly intelligence. Okay, you might have seen that Sachin Tendulkar, he is not very good in logical, he is not very good in musical. He is very good in kinesthetic, that body movements. Okay, somebody is very good in musical, A.R. Rahman, Ilayaraja. Okay, somebody is naturalistic. Okay, here like Namalwa, many people who are uh, green farming or any type of organic farming type of this. So this intelligence. So every one of you are intelligent. Okay, so you have to don't think that I'm not an intelligent. That's a wrong perception, because when it goes into your subconscious mind, you are not intelligent. It will keep on telling you, no, 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 you cannot handle max. You cannot handle. So there is no need to handle max. Today, how many of you reading Excel? How many of you reading Word? How many of you reading PowerPoint? None of you, correct? Whereas in our period, we used to spend some 40,000, 50,000 rupees to learn that Excel, Word, PowerPoint. Our company has spent for us. Okay. But today it is not needed because you already got it from the beginning itself. Okay. So your intelligence, everyone is having a lot of intelligence. Minimum one intelligence will be available. You can build on other things. That is a good advantage now. Okay. This Johari window, it's very clearly tells about you. Here, what I know about myself, what others know about me is an open area. What you do not know about yourself, what others know about you is a blind spot. So that fellow is a moody chap. That fellow is a moody chap. That fellow is a sarcastic fellow. So somebody is giving a past comment because you do not know your actions, but other persons are seeing it. So that is your blind spot. What others don't know anything about you and you know about yourself, that is a hidden. Right? Some of your hidden things, no, you have a good musical talent or something which may be hidden. Both don't know about yourself. You also don't know about yourself. Others also don't know about yourself. That's your knowledge, the ability to build up your knowledge. What is unknown by the person about themselves and unknown by others is called you're going to be here only. So what you need to do is you have to work on this, okay, and you have to reduce this. No need to hide because the more you are open, you can tell whatever necessary things you can share it. Because if you tell a lie, you have to keep on telling supporting lies throughout your year. But if you tell the truth, you never need to lay a lie. Blind spot. You should know it and correct it immediately. Okay. This is a Johari window. It's a very good window or will helping the people to improve themselves. So the personality, what I told you is the characters, formation of characters of the individual is called personality. Actually, the word persona is meaning of mask. Okay. The mask what you are wearing is called persona. Okay. So if you are acting that you are dependable, you are only acting, correct? It will be identified very shortly. And if you act that you are a patient till you get a job, after that, if you don't act, then what will happen? It will be exhibited. Then you will be thrown out. Okay. So you cannot have a mask like this. You have to convert that, having this mask, convert that into your character and build your character based on that. If your organization is believing on dependability and patience are the qualities for the employees, and if you do not have it, you have to develop it. If you are not developing within the stipulated time, you don't have a chance to continue in that organization. Okay. So now we are going to see this all 9 now, but we talked about personal qualities only, but I'm just going to give you a rough picture about all 9. First one is called, I told you, get out of the comfort zone. There are a lot of things how to get out of your comfort zone. I just gave an introduction because it is not possible for me to cover a lot of things in this 1 hour. So I just want to give it to the initial informations to the people, and people can learn themselves. There are plenty of resources are available. You can learn from online, you can learn from process, you can learn from books, you can learn from training programs, you can learn from paid programs, whatever it may be. But it is more and more depending upon your capability only. Okay. Personal quality is what we talked. Then personal skills. Then technical skills. Okay. Technical knowledge and smart working methods and commitment to commitments. Okay. This is very, very important nowadays. Commercial knowledge and increasing networking. So if you have all these 9 qualities only, you can exist in the world. If somebody says that without this I can exist, wherever they are, currently they may be vice president. He want to become a president and he doesn't have a networking capability, he cannot become a president. He may be a very hard, sincere, excellent person, but he do not know how to network. They will not be allowing to continue with that person. Okay. So you have to necessarily have all the skills to reach the top of your own organization or your own personal life also. Everywhere these 9 qualities are important. Okay. So according to Norman, there are 555 qualities, characteristics, personal characteristics or personal qualities. Okay, out of 555, complete list is available. Okay, but how to choose what we want, it depends upon you. I cannot give a open figure. I can tell something, but it is depending upon the people. It depends upon the area where they want to grow up like this. So 555 personal characteristics or qualities are available by which the people can improve themselves. That means earlier people thought that personal qualities cannot be developed. Now it was proved that through 555 ways you can improve your characters. Okay, some of these things is positive, some of them are negative also, like clumsy, unpopular, cunning. This and all, you should never have this quality. Angry, okay, uninspiring. So many things you can take it, but this also negative. So you should work for your personal qualities, and you have to identify your negative qualities, and you have to remove that also. This is a building of one segment of the things. In this itself, you have more than around 555. You cannot develop 555. Maybe you can create a plan. Okay, out of 9, I told you. Okay, 4 each. Every segment, I will take 4 for a year. For a year, 4, if you take it, 360 divided by 4, you will get 9. So what happens is, uh, 4 personal qualities, 4 personal skills, 4 technical knowledge, 4 technical skills, 4 commercial knowledge, 4 commitments to commitment. Like that, you can improve the quality every year. Every year, if you improve it like this, maybe over a period of 3, 5 years or 7 years, you will be competing, you will be comparable with the international fellow. Okay. So with this, I end my session.